Dearest gentle viewer, it is I, Cora, and I realized I have never introduced a video in such a fashion, and so today I humbly welcome you to my first ever Apocalyptic Shadow playthrough. Okay, that's the intro done. I just wanted to introduce it that way. So yeah, this is APOC 4, my playthrough of it, and yeah, I'm gonna be real, this took me a while. So I sped up the footage. Yeah, I pre-recorded it and then I sped it up, so now it's at like 1.3 speed. So it's kind of funny, especially whenever Castorus brings out the dragon, and it's like doing the ultimate animations like sped up. Like, okay, first because like I hadn't sped up one of these videos before, so I tried it at like twice speed and it was so funny, but I was like, I think maybe 1.3 speed is probably the best way to go. But anyways, yeah, so this new Apocalyptic Shadow reset, which is for 4.1, it has Nikador in the first half, and then I'm trying to remember what was the second half, even though I just did it. Maybe I don't want to remember what the second half was. Let's see, there was Anaxa, and I'm trying to write to you. Oh yeah, Fei Zhao. No wonder I didn't want to remember. Yeah, anyways, so I'm using my casters team here. I don't have all of the pink team, so I'm missing Evernight and Cyrene, so pretend Dahlia is one of them. I'm kidding. Because I tried this before without Dahlia, but like it wasn't able to like break in time. Yeah, I was having a hard time like actually breaking the shield, so Dahlia helped a lot with that. Of course, she's like a break character. I don't have a whole lot of super break characters. I think she's my only one because I skipped Rappa, and I skipped what's her face? Fugway. I think it's neat because, like, I used to be a band geek, as I was talking about in, like, some of my videos, or I think one video, like, Call 'em Beat Enough video. Anyways, so, like, a fugue is, like, kind of, like, a repeating thing. I guess it's, like, a canon. Maybe I need to take music appreciation again to realize what's the difference between a fugue and a canon. Anyways, like, I had, like, a solo when I was in 9th grade, because I was first chair clarinet. And anyways, so I started the fugue, so it'd be like me soloing, and then like people would join in. It was really fun. But yeah, so fugue reminded me of my band days. One time at band camp, I have some band camp stories. There was this one time at band camp, a friend and I were eating at like the dining hall, and this guy comes up to us, and we were like, what's going on? And he's like, I can't believe it. I can't believe that kids know how to use forks, because we were just like using our forks like normal, like using them to eat. We're like, do people not use forks? Like, what? It's a pretty simple utensil, I would think so. Okay, so here's another embarrassing story. I don't know why I always tell embarrassing stories during Honkai Star Rail videos. I guess because they take longer compared to like Genshin videos? I don't know. Anyways, so it's not exactly band camp, but it was a band trip. So we took a band trip to Colorado. So like, you know, we started out in New Mexico and then we went up to Colorado. It took like, I don't know, maybe 6 hours drive to get there. Anyways, so we went to Garden of the Gods, but like it's like people who are there, it's like this is my side of the story. So on the bus, I think my friend or me, one of us accidentally spilled coffee on my jeans. And I was like so embarrassed by the stain, but like we couldn't go back to the hotel and like change. So I was like trying to hide it by like tying my hoodie around my waist so that way I could hide it. And it was like April, so it wasn't like super cold, but it was kind of cold. I was like, I'll just be cold to like hide my embarrassment. And then anyways, so what I did was I walked really fast. I walked like ahead of everyone so like they wouldn't look at like the stain on my jeans. And then me and some other friends, we all kind of broke up. I don't know why they were walking fast with me. I was just trying to get away like from the embarrassment. So we were walking like way ahead of like the group. And then like we ended up getting in trouble because like some of the chaperones were like, why are you guys so far ahead of the group? And we're like, oh no, we're in trouble. Yeah, so moral of the story, even if you have a coffee stain on your jeans, don't separate from the group, because one, and then it got worse because like the band directors came and then chewed us out for like separating from the group, and it was so bad. I was like, oh, this was not worth it. It's like, it's 2 in 1. They see my coffee stain, and at the same time I'm getting in trouble. And then yeah, but it turned out to be a really nice trip, and then we got first place in the competition there too. Yeah, it was really fun. Maybe not at the time, whenever I was getting in trouble. Speaking of getting in trouble, I got kicked out of class. Yeah, I know. It's funny because like, I was like a mostly straight A student. I'd have the occasional B. Like one time I had all A's and a B in health class. And like my homeroom teacher slash Earth and Space Science teacher, if you're watching, shout out, you're awesome. And then she was like, how do you have all A's and a B in health class? Anyways, okay, the time I got kicked out of class, so there was a substitute teacher, and I don't know why, he just made me really nervous, so I think we were like reading out loud, and I just started laughing. And I could not stop laughing, and he got annoyed and kicked me out of class. So then I was wandering around the campus, and then one of my friends, hello friend, if you're watching, she decided to wander outside with me. And then I saw like another one of my friends, and he was like, what are you doing out of class? And I'm like, what are you doing out of class? Oh my goodness, I gotta tell you about this health class I got a B in. Kind of funny. At least it's funny to me. So, anyways, so it was like we had like another substitute teacher story. I don't know why I have these random substitute teacher stories. Anyways, we had a substitute teacher, so we were like goofing off, you know. And I really like origami, so I made a bunch of like those inflatable balls, and then we were like playing with them. We were like tossing them across the room. It was so bad. I feel bad now for like littering. I think we cleaned them up. I'm not sure. This was in 10th grade, I think. That class was so fun. Maybe there's a reason why I got a B in it. And another interesting class I had was this one art class. Well, it was like mostly this one day in art class because we decided to go out and get some stuff for our still life drawings. Like the nature pictures. And anyways, so yeah, my high school was like in the middle of the desert, and so we went wandering out in the desert, and then like some guys, they found like a horned lizard, like a horned toad, and they put it in a skull. I don't know what kind of skull it was. It was like for a small mammal, I think. It wasn't that big. Anyways, they're like, yeah, this is so cool. We found a skull and we put the horned toad inside of it, but then like the horned toad like jumped out of the skull, and these were like, you know, big jock guys, and they were like screaming so scared, and it was kind of funny. Like I was trying not to laugh at them because they were like kind of a ways from me. Like I would have jumped too if I were that close to like the lizard, and it would have jumped up there. Yeah, I guess like, okay, they're geckos, but they're not really lizards. So like I went to the Philippines, and as I was talking about in I think my Stygian, I don't know, I was talking about my Philippines trip in one of my videos, and anyways, I felt something weird on my leg, and I looked down, and it's like this gecko. They call it like a duckoo or something, and it felt so weird because like I like lizards, I think they're adorable, but I don't like it when they crawl on me. I realized it felt like a rubber band. I don't know what's with me and like small animals like this, because one time we were having a story time. This is what it's like growing up in New Mexico, all these little bugs, and then I felt something because we were like sitting on the floor. And then I felt something on my leg, and I look, and there's a scorpion, and I like jumped up and screamed, and like a whole bunch of girls screamed, and then this guy came to my rescue, And thank you if you're watching. I know it's been a while. I think that was like in 5th grade when it happened, and he like stomped on it. I was like, my hero. And then I had another situation again. Growing up in New Mexico, there's all kinds of bugs out here. So I used to run track when I was in middle school, and then so I was like in 7th grade, and then one time during track practice, a wasp landed on my head. And I was terrified, and they're like, don't move, there's a wasp on your head. And then this guy, like, swatted it away, and I turned around, and I was like, my hero, thank you. Yeah, me and bugs, just random bug stories. Anyways, we're on to the second half. Yay, this is going by faster as I tell random embarrassing stories from my life. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. So anyways, with this Fei Zhao boss, I used an Anaxa team. I used Anaxa and Preservation Dan Hong and Yao Guang and Sunday. And so yeah, I decided to use Sunday as the sort of one to transform into wolf, because they'll make you pick one character. And before I tried it with Dan Hong, because that's the one like the AI suggested. So I was like, okay, maybe Dan Hong would be great. Nope, because then he couldn't shield, and then I was like, okay, I'll pick Sunday, because he doesn't seem to do as much damage as Yao Guang. So yeah, he's pretty much there to be like the scapegoat, or I guess in this case, the scape wolf. Anyways, so yeah, I turned him into the wolf, and then it actually turned out well, because as you'll see, it turned out well. Because Yao Guang can still do a lot of damage, and then Sunday can... I'm not really sure what the rules behind the wolf thing is. I guess if I want to get 3 stars, I better learn these rules, because as you can tell, I didn't get 3 stars. How many stars did I get? Tune in to find out. Anyways, I realized I didn't talk about one of my favorite games. Oh my goodness, this is probably gonna take up the rest of the video. So, one of my favorite games is 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. Aegis, I played it, I don't even know how to say it. Anyway, because I was talking about in my last Honkai Star Rail video, my mock video, I really like mechas, and this game is about mechas. I'll try not to spoil, but it's really confusing, so I guess even if I do explain it, it's like, oh, how does that spoil when we're confused? But anyways, so it's like about time traveling and mechas, and it's so cool because this guy, he time travels from like the 40s, and he's never heard of like hamburgers before, so he calls them like hamburgers, and it's so adorable. And it's also like really confusing because again, like time travel, like I'm gonna be real, I still don't understand the ending. And like it's like a real-time strategy too, so oh yeah, the pressure is on. But yeah, like I remember, like I won't spoil, but like the last level, you would just have to survive, I think, for like 7 minutes. It was like the longest 7 minutes of my life. I don't know how long that last level was, but yeah, it was intense. They were just like, yeah, just don't die, and I was like, oh my goodness. Like, my palms are sweating. I'm like, this is how you know it's a hard game, when my palms are sweating. Cause I remember, like, you know, some final bosses, like Final Fantasy final bosses. I will tell you all some of my random Final Fantasy strategies for some of the ones I played. Okay, so for the final boss gauntlet at the end of Final Fantasy X, my go-to team was Auron, Yuna, and Riku. And well, Auron mostly was there to aura farm because he's so cool, but I think mostly like Yuna and Riku, because Riku I was using for her like item abilities, because like she can like spam items and do like a lot of damage and heal a lot of hit points, and then Yuna was there for like the healing, and I think some of her summons were really strong. And then yeah, Auron is just really strong. I really liked him. So my, and then I didn't beat that many Final Fantasy games, but I also beat Final Fantasy IV, the DS version, and so my strategy was similar to my Final Fantasy X one, because I played Final Fantasy IV, the DS version, after I played Final Fantasy X. So anyways, my strategy for the final boss was, again, a summoner and an item user. like an item specialist. I don't know what you would call that. A blue mage? No, blue mage is like so many copies. Anyways, so I used Edge and Rydia because Rydia summons did a lot of damage, and also I accumulated like all these weapons from the game, and then so I just like, it's the end of the game, I can get rid of these extra weapons, so I threw them at the final boss, and they did like so much damage. You just see like 9999 damage, like the damage cap, and it was so satisfying. Oh yeah, I'm giving random Final Fantasy strategies in a Honkai Star Rail video. I mean, I guess it's like turn-based, so it has something to do with it, maybe? So yeah, speaking of turn-based, I also realized I haven't talked about some other games I really love called the Bravely series. You might have heard of them. There's Bravely Default, that's the first one, and then Bravely Second is the second one. Yeah, it's weird. It's like Bravely Default 2 technically isn't the second, it's Bravely Second that's the second, if that makes any sense. Or at least that's the order. I don't know if it's like release order or like chronological order. Anyways, even though like I played them because, okay, this is gonna take me a while to explain too. So like Bravely Second is like the direct sequel to Bravely Default, and then Bravely Default 2 takes place in like it's like kind of like the different Final Fantasies. It takes place in a different world, like a different universe, I'm guessing. But anyways, my favorite is Bravely Second. I really like that game. Like, it's so adorable, and then like they have like these fourth wall breaks. Again, I won't spoil, but it's like really cute because like they're like, oh yeah, there's like a player person, right? And it's like, what? Are they talking to me? Yeah, those were really fun. And then like they were like, oh my goodness, Bravely Default was hard. I don't remember if Bravely Second was that hard, but I feel like Bravely Default, like some of those final bosses, what? Yeah, and then Bravely Default 2 was really cute. I liked it. And then there's like some joke endings you can get like early, and if you like do certain things. I like it when games have alternate endings. Speaking of joke ending, I was talking about in one of my videos, I really like playing Suikoden 4 as a kid, and it's the only Suikoden game I've played so far. And then there's like this really silly joke ending you can get. Okay, I guess it's okay if I spoil it because it's a joke ending. So if you're in the part whenever you're in the deserted island, you can choose to stay there. And it's so funny because like you get this joke ending and then like it gets all like cheap looking, like the production value goes down for like the portraits. And they're like, yeah, let's just live in this deserted island forever. It's like really silly. And oh my goodness, speaking of the deserted island, there's this one really funny part. Okay, so there's like this anthropomorphic cat, talking cat, and he really likes crabs. And then while you're at the deserted island, he's like, hey, I really want crabs. And then like he keeps bugging about crabs. So then like the cat disappears one day. And then they're like, where'd the cat guy go? And then like later on you have to fight this giant crab boss. And then in the background you see the cat guy getting chased by like a whole bunch of crabs, and it's so funny because like you're trying to concentrate on the battle because it's a turn-based like Final Fantasy and Honkai Star Rail, and it's just so funny because like you're trying to focus on this boss, and in the background you see like this cat guy getting chased by a whole army of tiny little crabs, like they're just mad at him. And then you realize like of course the big crab boss is mad because the cat guy kept trying to eat the little crabs. I don't know, it was so funny. It's like, what's going on? But yeah, I really liked Suikoden 4. I remembered I looked up a guide to get all the 108 Stars of Destiny, because, okay, there's like 108 recruitable characters in the Suikoden games. I mean, I've only played Suikoden 4, but based on what I've read from other games, they also had like that recurring thing. It's like you can recruit 108, and then you can only have a certain number of them in your team. So of course I didn't use all 108 of them. It's like how there's a bunch of playable characters like Genshin and HSR, and I'm like, I don't use all of them. Anyways, yeah, we're near the end of this Fei Zhao boss. Naxa works really well because it's, yeah, he does weakness breaks. Yeah, you can see this boss, there's no crabs chasing around a talking cat man in the background. But I hope you like my yapping and my kind of skill-issued gameplay. We're kind of nearing the end here, and then I'll have a showcase coming up. They're mostly the same
I think, from my Honkai Star Rail account tour. And then I built my Yaoguang, so yeah, I'll be talking about her build. Well, yeah, thank you so much to all my viewers and subscribers. My channel recently hit over 12,000 views, and I am just so happy and grateful for you all because I've been making gaming contents for about 2 months now, so I'm still like relatively new at it, and I'm just so really appreciative of all of the support and kindness and views and subscriptions. You all, oh my goodness, you all mean the world to me. Thank you so much. And yeah, we're nearing the end of this. I hope you liked my chatting because I really like these kinds of videos where I record, and then maybe once I get better, I can like talk and play at the same time. As I think I tried that for some of my videos, but like for the end game, I like record it first and then I talk over it. Yeah, we're nearing the end of this Facial boss and the end of this apocalyptic shadow run, and I'm glad it went as well as it did. Like, you'll see it didn't go perfectly, but I'm still really happy that I was able to get through it. Because at first I was like having a hard time figuring out which teams to use. It took a while to get here, but hey, I somehow managed. Yay! Yay, so that's the end of my 4.1 APOC 4 run. I ended up getting 2 stars, so I didn't get 3, but it's okay. I'm just happy I got 2 at least, and I got through it. Yay! So yeah, here's my showcase. Like I said, I think they're mostly the same as from my account tour video. I don't know if I showed you guys my Yaoguang, so yeah, there's that. If I did change the relics, I guess I will see if I did. I don't think I did. I like to keep the same relics unless I find like a really amazing relic, but I haven't been super relic farming. I got like the double relics so I could get an ash blazing set for Asheville. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, he's coming, I think maybe next week. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I really like Asheville. Like I was talking about in my other videos, I'm like, yay, it's almost here. I want my detective man. Anyways, so yeah, here's their builds. And yeah, these are looking mostly the same. I'll show my Yaoguang. I've got her on the Sparksy set because I kind of wanted her to be like a sub DPS. I mean, I might try putting her on her signature set. We'll see. But I really like that she does damage with this. It's like, it's not supposed to be her set. It's Sparksy's set, but it's okay. Yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. It might be my next Trails in the Sky playthrough. And yeah, thank you all for watching that. It's been so fun, like, revisiting the first game in the series, because like I was saying, I played the Trails games out of order, so it's nice because I want to like go back and play them, and I'm like, well, I might as well make videos of them, starting with Trails in the Sky. Yeah, I'm excited because there's just so much content there, and I'm thinking what to do with my Genshin playthrough, if I want to add commentary, maybe, because so far it's like a non-commentary run, because like I was saying, it was my first playthrough series, and I was kind of nervous about it, so yeah, I kind of messed up the showcase there, but yeah, there's Sunday. Yeah, thank you all so much. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy that I'm able to make gaming content because I've been wanting to for a while, and I was like, I'll just start. I'll just start with my Genshin playthrough, and then I've made all these videos, and yeah, it's been so great, y'all. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a good day or night.